Alrighty, let's take a look at question number 9. On question 9, we've been assessed on how to divide integers presented in a word problems setting. Okay, problem 9 reads, Sonny Wu is making a cake. Each cake uses 4 eggs. If Sonny Wu has 25 eggs, and assuming he has enough of the other ingredients to make the cakes, what is the greatest number of cakes he can make? Okay, so in this problem, we're going to start by writing down the formula that will guide our problem solving process. All right, so we're going to use a derivation approach again like we did in the previous problem. We're going to start with the formula that we covered in the previous presentation, part 1 of this series, okay, which is how to find the total amount. So the total amount is basically given by the number per unit if you remember this particular problem, multiplied by the number of units. Okay? All right, so this is one of the formulas that you need to know to do well on your test, okay? All right, so what we're going to do here is in this particular problem, we are looking for the number of units or the number of cakes. The units in this particular problem is cakes. We're trying to look at the number of cakes that can be made. All right, and we're given the total amount of eggs that we have and the number of eggs per cake that can be used. Okay, so how many cakes can be made? So what we're going to do, since we're looking for a number of units here, what can I do to this formula to get number per unit? To get number of units, number of cakes isolated. To get number of units isolated, what we're going to do is eliminate number per unit. Okay, so I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by number per unit. All right, just like in this case, we have 4 eggs per cake, right? So that's a number per unit. So divide both sides by number per unit. And that will take us to another formula that you need to know to do well on your test. Okay, the formula is as follows. So here what's going to happen is that the number per unit will divide out and you end up with the formula number of units is equal to the total amount divided by the number per unit. That's exactly what we want for this problem. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and adapt this problem to this particular formula that we have here. So the number of eggs, let's change colors. So the number of eggs, number of cakes. The number of cakes that can be made is equal to the total number of eggs, divided by what? The number of eggs per cake. Okay, divided by number of eggs per cake. Okay, so let's go ahead and work it out. Total number of eggs is, what was it? 25. And then we divide that by number of eggs per cake, which is 4. Okay, so what is 25 divided by 4? 25 divided by 4 is 6 1/4. So what does that tell us? We can make 6 whole cakes. All right, and then this 1/4 cake here, that doesn't count. The question asks for the greatest number of complete cakes that can be made, and the answer is going to be option letter B. Now, why can't we say 7? We can't say 7 because you do not have enough eggs to make the last one. Okay, you have one more egg. You have the first 24 eggs can be used for the 6 cakes, and then you're left with one more egg, and you cannot make another cake with that. That is why you just round down. Okay, in scenarios like this, you're gonna round down, And the answer is option letter B. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Really appreciate it. If you found the contents of this tutorial helpful in your preparation for the test, to give us a like. Your positive feedback is very valuable to us. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. We upload videos, math tutorials to our page on a regular basis. So subscribe and stay in the loop. If you have any questions or comments, as indicated earlier, just place it in the comment section below. We have a cool interactive practice test at our website, mathgotserved.com. Do check it out. And also take a look at the link in the description below for access to tons of math resources. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.